All right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. You're welcome to grab some lunch, but I hope you won't miss this either. This is a great thing that we do in this afternoon as well. It is the presidential inauguration, and then we'll follow up with the keynote speaker. I should point out to all of you, though, that we will have to change sessions. We'll have the inauguration, and then you'll need to jump into the author keynote, and that's because by contract we can only keep Tara's for a week, whereas we'd like to keep the inauguration recording longer than that, so they have to be separated. So don't get surprised on that one. The game's still going, and David Bird still has a narrow 20-point lead. So, but it has shifted around a little bit, and if you're still looking to catch up on that, go for it and get it done. The silent auction does have a little bit more time, 2 hours to go, and so please check that out on the exhibitor list and see if you're still in the lead for the items you were interested in. A reminder that all the proceeds go to scholarships for ULA members to not just this conference, but any of the conferences that they would like to attend. Well, we want to take a moment here and thank Vern Waters, who's our ULA past president that's leaving us. He's been vice president, president, and past president for the past 3 years. That's a very big job that Vern has done for us from Salt Lake County. We want to express our appreciation to him. He's been a very good friend, and one of the beauties of ULA is connecting with people you probably never would otherwise, and that's the way it's been for, at least for me, interacting with Vern and him helping mentor me through my presidency year as well. So, but Vern, are you here? Can you chat? I don't know if he's been given a right to. Let's see. No, Vern's not here yet. Dang it. I guess I should have given that more time. Maybe we'll ring back around to that in just a minute. But I really appreciate Vern and his service. This, I also want to thank. There's a lot of people right here. What you see are the chairs of committees, roundtables, sections, appointed officers, and elected officers of ULA. And this is not including vice chairs and members at large of the many roundtables. And this is only the pictures I could find on the internet. There's more than this, but this just gives you a glimpse of the village that has made everything possible through this year. And too many to name, but at least you can see glimpses of faces of these wonderful people. I want to thank all of you so much for making this year successful, for everything that you've done to make this association go through the pandemic and to make even this day happen. I express my heartfelt gratitude for making this such a successful year. Well, I'm going to pull back from that for a minute. We need to turn over then to someone. This is the president. Stop sharing. You don't need to see that. We want to turn over the time to Rita, and as I mentioned before, we checked in a little bit more, but this is a historic moment for our association right now, where Rita Baggio Christensen is serving as our first person of color as the Utah Library Association president. And what a phenomenal person she is. She has been a vice president extraordinaire and has accomplished so much. She's already way ahead of the game for next year, and I couldn't be happier to be serving past president to somebody. And I thank Rita for her service and help to me. Oh, but Vern's here. Vern, do you want to? We were thanking you.
I was here. I could hear you, but I guess you guys couldn't see me. I think I opened the wrong link, but then Liz or Megan sent me the proper link. So it's so good to see everyone. It's been such a pleasure to be associated with everyone in ULA, and especially Daniel, Rebecca before me, Rita. We're in great hands.
That's great. Anything else you want to say as you part out?
So this has been such an incredible experience. If anyone has ever considered doing it, please do it. I've learned so much. I've grown so much. It's just been wonderful. Challenging, of course. I mean, if anybody, if I would have known what we were going to be facing the last couple of years, I never would have believed it. But we've survived it. We've thrived in it. It's just been amazing and such a pleasure. One of the greatest joys of my life has been able to serve all of you and to work with all of you. Thank you so much. It's been very humbling.
Thank you, Vern. We appreciate you very much. And it is somewhat traditional for the president to give the immediate past president a gift. And I gave that already to you. I guess you can open it if you want. I wrote, "Do not open until the inauguration" when I mailed it to him.
A very stern warning.
And
I was pleased to see that it was not guitar shaped or ukulele shaped or
that would have been a disaster because I have no idea how many guitars he's collected. So I didn't even want to run down that. Yeah.
I think I have 6 in my office right now. He spared no expense on tape.
Oh, sorry about that.
This is wonderful. Thank you very much.
For those that don't know, if you follow Vern on Facebook, he attends the coffee shop and they go out of their way to write all kinds of, I'm calling them Vernisms. Yes. There's a comment like every day and they're amazingly different over the years he's done it. So
example, it's been incredible. So they haven't had as much time during COVID to personalize every cup, but the way that started a few years ago, so I would go to the coffee shop on my way to the jail library when I managed the jail library, and I called it jail fuel. And I always got the same drink, which was a salted caramel mocha. And then I thought that's so boring. I need to do something different. So I said, just do whatever you want. And I was complaining about how boring my name is and old fashioned. And Pat, who worked at the coffee shop, said, "Are you kidding me? Vern's the best name for Vern puns or for puns with your name." And so they would write them on their whiteboard so that they had a collection of them. And it's been really fun and really incredible. So I'm amazed, Daniel, that you were able to pull these all together. It's wonderful. It's amazing.
You're welcome. Thank you, my friend. We love and appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Rita, you've been so patient. I would like to officially pass over the gavel virtually to Rita Baggio Christensen and welcome her as Utah Library Association's 2021-2022 president. Rita, take it away. You are president.
Well, thank you, Daniel and Vern, for your excellent stewardship over Utah's landscape of libraries during difficult and challenging times. Daniel has spent weekdays, weeknights, and weekends ensuring that every need of ULA has been met, from signing advocacy letters to scheduling personal library visits across the state. I thank all of you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of a historic moment of recovery and change for libraries and communities in Utah and across the nation. On a cold February day, Ava, a 7-year-old African-American girl, came into my library. Ava froze when she saw a Black History Month poster hanging in the children's area. Smiling, she said, "Mom, look, that is so cool." She told her mom how much she loves the library and that she wants to be a librarian when she grows up. Her mother was surprised and touched by the visible effect the poster had on her daughter. Then Ava whispered in her mother's ear, "Mom, can I tell you something? When I see Black history posters in places, it really makes me feel like I belong there." Belonging is the feeling that you are an accepted and essential member of a group. There is a sense of inclusion and identity within that environment. In the United States, the cultural mosaic is diverse and has representation from every corner of the world. But at this very moment, many of our communities are not harnessing the potential power of diversity. Instead of creating connection, belonging, and bridges, we are building walls, barriers, and fences. Fatal police shootings of unarmed Black people continue. Asian hate crimes have risen by 150%. And according to the FBI, nearly 1 in 5 hate crimes are motivated by anti-LGBTQ bias. Yet 2020 was the year children of color became the majority of children in America. Just a little over 2 weeks ago, the Diversity in Utah Data Book was released, which is intended to help state and community leaders make progress on equity, diversity, and inclusion. Utah is the 34th most racially and ethnically diverse state in the nation, with 22% of the state identifying as other than non-Hispanic white. 40% of Utah's recent growth has come from minority populations who are expected to account for 1 in 3 Utahns by 2060. The report indicates that the largest imbalance between races and ethnicities in Utah is economic. For Black people and American Indians, poverty rates are highest. 1 in 4 people in those communities experience poverty. The good news is that the Greater Salt Lake area ranks first in economic mobility among the 50 largest urban areas in the United States. It is exciting to be in this position, as extending opportunities to all residents is within reach. The data book states that Utah community leaders, including the governor, legislature, and business leaders, have made extending greater opportunity to all Utahns a priority. I propose that the Utah Library Association, Utah Libraries, and librarians join statewide equity initiative efforts. The success of our diverse communities is the link to the success of all of us in Utah. Our fates are interlinked. We are on the front lines. As librarians, we should feel the weight of our unique positions and provide equity and inclusion solutions through staffing, programs, resources, services, access, accessibility, advocacy, displays, collections, and our dispositions. I would like all of us to do an activity together. Put your finger in the air. Point it at the ceiling. Now look at it. Draw a circle with your finger in a clockwise direction. Keep your finger moving in the same direction as you slowly move your finger down past your eyes, past your nose, and past your mouth. Now look down at your finger and notice the direction it is now moving. Is it moving clockwise or is it moving counterclockwise? It is now moving counterclockwise. All of us just created directional change across the entire state right now. We can organize ourselves, solve problems collectively, and create change. During this conference, we have focused on libraries playing the role as the beating heart of our communities. In this cultural moment of diversity awareness, we are in the early days of change, and the beating chant for change will only get louder and louder. Now is the time to help our communities find a new way for their heart to beat. Diversity is our strength, but we must unite to realize this goal, and we must work together. The 2022 conference theme is United in Diversity, Unida en la Diversidad. During the 2021-2022 ULA Year of Learning events, my goal is that association members will learn, discuss, and take action on issues of equity, diversity, and inclusion. At the end of the year, participating members will have the skills to create unifying EDI experiences and solutions for their patrons, communities, and libraries. For the upcoming year, diversity refers to the participation of individuals in organizations regardless of race, ethnicity, or gender. It also includes persons who are physically challenged, as well as those who are concerned about sexual orientation. The 2022 conference team has partnered with the Utah State Library to create an unprecedented year of learning curriculum to foster courageous conversations and experiences in preparation for our next conference. Each month, you will be able to take advantage of a new focus area opportunity exclusively curated for ULA members. Learn by participating in free training sessions led by experienced facilitators. Discuss by joining Zoom meetups guided by knowledgeable moderators. Take action by completing diversity challenges and applying for corresponding enhanced grant opportunities. The Diversity Services Roundtable will host 2 virtual diversity meetups. A United in Diversity Book Club event will be hosted by each ULA section throughout the year. At the end of the year of learning, Utah State Library grants will be in place for our members to continue moving forward with this important work. And all year long, members are invited to participate in an open discussion in ULA Slack EDI channel. And that's not all. We have an amazing speaker lineup to facilitate our United in Diversity learning at ULA's upcoming conference. Jane Sandberg, the author of Ethical Questions About Name Authority Control, will present a pre-conference session. Nicanor Diaz, ALA Reforma Vice President, will present pre-conference sessions on how libraries can better serve their Latino community. Patty Wong, ALA President-elect, will conduct a pre-conference session and a keynote speech on organizational change. Twana Hodge, University of Florida DEI librarian, will conduct a keynote speech on individual action and a For Us, By Us conference session. Carol Lindstrom, Caldecott medalist author of We Are Water Protectors, will be our luncheon speaker. Members will be able to access these incredible opportunities starting next week through the ULA website. I would like to thank Liz Gabitas, Marilee Cannon, Chandra Johnson, Christina Reyes, Becca Lale, and Allison Maurer for their efforts to build the Year of Learning into a strategic priority. This has taken months of advanced planning and a substantial allocation of resources. I am so excited to join with you in courageous conversations and challenges and emerge in 2022 as focused leaders of change. Ralph Ellison wrote in 1952, "America is woven of many strands. I would recognize them and let it so remain. Our fate is to become one and yet many." Let us become united in diversity, unida en la diversidad. Thank you.
Bravo, 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 bravo. We are so excited, and what a program you've set up. Everyone, we're going to move to Tara Westover's event. You can drop out of this one, and we will see you in a few minutes for our author event. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations, President Christensen.